Hello there. I'm assuming this is on. Greetings. Welcome to the 2023 Mega Invitational. Megatational. I made the name and I screwed it up. This is our first restream here, and I'm doing this little solo and doing some troubleshooting at the same time. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves today. This is your friendly neighborhood admin, Mr. Duncan here. I'm getting things set up. And today we have Humbugh and FuriousMagic going head to head in what has to be the best mode of modes, inverted AD keys. Should be getting off here in just a moment. Just waiting for things to get caught up here. And I'm getting like 5 pings at the moment. It's pissing me off. And we are off. Again, I hope everyone's enjoying their day today. And again, I'm just setting up a few things here. So, yeah, inverted AD keys, fantastic mode. This is what some people will even say, the mode of kings. I don't say that, but that is what some people say. As with the typical opening route here with inverted, it looks like we're heading over to the Skullwoods area. Again, thank you for everybody here. It's going to be I'm a little off right now just because I'm doing 6 things at once. But we are testing new technologies today. As Humbugh is going in, looks like doing a little bomb farming. And Furious looks like, yeah, going in the back door, seeing what he can get in the back, so... And yeah, you're going to see a lot of death warps here at the beginning. This is normal. If you've never played this type of a mode, what you're seeing here is 100% normal. It's just, yeah, bomb farming, many... I'm going to turn my volume down just here. It looks like I'm a little hot. Many death warps, just so that we can get early stuff done. Asplode means exactly what it sounds like. So it looks like we found some arrows here. There was the Thieves Town Small. I did notice that was the early key. And look at that. We found ourselves a little glove. So one thing, if you've never played inverted mode before, one thing you will notice is that you will find 3 things usually pretty early. And that is a glove, the lantern, and either the moon pearl, which will lead almost directly into what you would think it would lead into, or a sword, which will take you up Aga Tower, which is very, very common. And it looks like we found a little shield on Humbugh's side. A Desert Palace Small. There's your hammer. Okay. Hammer glove early. And Hyrule Castle Small Key, which, shockingly enough, is really, really, really good in inverted modes. Especially if you're willing to take the risk of going through Hyrule Castle in the dark. So, but yeah, again, I think I've got everything set up now, so I think we should be good to go. I'm just futzing with a few more little things. Don't ask me exactly what what sound is being used. We do have FuriousMagic's sound going on this one. I have no idea what the MSU is. So yeah, this is just the race to light world access at this point. And ooh, there's a fire rod. Oh, that's horrible in this case because that's going to lead him back. So that does open up one additional chest in the back of Skull Woods, which without a sword, you really don't want to go there. But yeah, it's probably one of those things that you're going to have to do. And looks like Humbough's taking the route up to Catfish. So yeah, this will, again, if you've never done inverted mode, you've never watched many of these races, it's going to go really slow and you're going to get walked exactly through where you need to go at the start until you get light world access, and then it's 15-20 minutes of a slog of just opening up as many things as you can. It doesn't count in inverted. Inverted mode Skull Woods is very, very, very different than normal Skull Woods. If you get the fire out early, it's fine. The problem is in this case, you'd be taking a full trip up to Skull Woods for literally one item, unless you have the sword. And then you could do two, you get a clear. This is AD, so you do have to clear it anyway. It looks like we do get to see our Catfish here. And Catfish today is a key to Terra Ferrum. Very nice. That's actually, again, that's one of those items you do want to get early, because when you get up there, you can normally clear a lot more of that than you normally would. We did find Quake, by the way, over on FuriousMagic side. I believe that was at Stumpy. And here comes some money. Money is usually an issue in early inverted, so again, this is a common strategy to get some money. He'll probably do two of these, and then head over to the dig game. And now we're going to get our first village check. We're still looking for that moon pearl. Luckily, in this case, there is no Thieves Town Big, so there won't be a really low percentage blind fight. And yeah, 2 and out. That's usually how I handle that as well. It's really nice to just get a little extra money. And we're getting our Thieves Town dive and dig game on Furious' side. And there's our sword. That is a problem. So that's really bad. Now, I don't remember what the logic is on... never mind. Everything's fine. There's the Moon Pearl. Everything's great. Everything's great here. So... I was thinking about the back of Skull Woods here. Now, theoretically, you can clear that. I believe it is even in inverted the same as it is on normal. You do need all 3 Skull Woods keys before that's technically in logic, even though you'd be tempted to do it. So, and yes, yeah, tell her yeah. That's what I had thought as well, but I was not sure. So I suspect you're going to see a Death Warp here, and then immediately some Light World checks. There's Ether, so that's 2 medallions. He'll probably finish Village and then check the Southern. Oh, actually, he hasn't done... yeah, he could probably go all the way around to Stump if he wanted to, so... Here he goes. Is he going to finish the Village checks? Well, he doesn't have the money here to do the chest game, which is interesting because he came from the north up and then came south. So he hasn't had the chance to do... Oh, money. Never mind. Yeah, we're FuriousMagic. He's got all the money he's going to need. This is going to be awkward for Humbugh here, unless... Okay, it's a pod key. That's the first pod key we've seen. So if Humbugh's going to do the south, he's going to go ahead and he's going to do... And he's not. He's just going to go and skip it. I think this makes total good sense. You're going to be able to do a ton of clears. So sit back, enjoy. This is the inverted slog that is very typical with this mode. It's going to be nothing but check, 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 check. got a north route here. Sorry, I had to do a little bit of housekeeping. And yeah, FuriousMagic doing the same thing in this at this moment. And yeah, I apologize if I missed something here. I did not check and see if somebody what was on the ledge there. I apologize. We had a small issue with one of the bots. Big key. Oh, that's lovely. This is all dungeons, so yeah. I mean, you're gonna do it anyway, but all right, we're getting the back of escape here. Looks like we got a cane, a big key to Swamp Palace, and 50 bucks. Now, here's the interesting part. I remember mentioned this earlier, and he is going to go do this. He does have that small key, which does allow you to do a little bit extra work here. Now, he is doing this in the dark, but he does the fire rod, so if he can just find a spot to... He's trying! Oh, no, he lost. Okay, there, he found the key. Okay. He's trying. And yeah, I was gonna go ahead and do the back sewers here. And oh, that's a score. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some booties. This is going to be really interesting to see if FuriousMagic follows suit here. Definitely don't want to miss the booties 11 minutes in. All right, so he's going to go ahead and loop back through here, doing the back. And it's Ice Palace key. Get our graveyard check in here. And Furious is doing his back checks here. So again, this is going to be really interesting if he decides to do this. Now, he does not have the fire rod. So he's going to be a little less incentivized to doing this. Not to say he can't do this. It's not overly difficult. And he's going to go north. Now, the good news is when he goes around to the front, eventually he's going to do Hyrule Castle front. He is going to be... He's still going to get there eventually, as long as he decides to do Hyrule Castle, which he should. I mean, you're going to generally do that in an inverted race. And sit back and just watch here for just a minute here. I have one little thing to take care of. The joys of being an administrator on this, especially when there's 18 matches scheduled here over the next, 6 days. Oh, somebody rescheduled a match. That's what it was. All right, looks like Turtle Rock key, some money, a book, which you do need it inverted, and finishing with a piece of heart. Looks like we got some half magic and a couple of junk items here. Again, I do apologize. I'm doing 16 things at once right at this moment. And yeah, these two are going to be on each other's trails. Now Humbugh's going to have a much cleaner much cleaner run through this. Looks like we found our first map of T-Rock. Just because he's got those booties, he's going to get through so much faster here. Now Furious, again, he's going to have a chance to get him when he loops back around to the Hyrule Castle area, but he's going to have to make that dedication to go in, do the Dark Room. And looks like we're going to get our powder check in. I did miss where that powder was, so I'm assuming it was somewhere in here. Again, I do apologize a little bit. We have a few little technical snafus I'm just working out in real time here. But let's see what Batman's got today. Batman has a key to Skullwoods. That's one of 3 needed now. This is going to... He's probably going to... As soon as they go back to Dark World, and it's going to have to start doing some Dark World navigation, I suspect that's going to happen, and that is going to get cleared. There's Eastern Big. I did miss that on Humbugh side. They both do have that here. As you can see, these trackers are working off of nothing but magic and willpower. Mostly magic, a little bit of willpower. And our first bottle. I wouldn't be shocked here if Humbugh just turns right back around and goes back up. Yeah. I mean, check Lazy Kid while you can. He is obviously he is our friendly ladder administrator bot. Not for this invitational. Lazy Kid has nothing to do with this one. Oh, and a bow. That's nice. Very nice. Administrator Bob, who is that guy running through Kakariko. Again, bet you guys didn't even know that was his name. He's the one managing all this, so Lazy Kid is busy doing races, and I think there's actually a race going on right now. He is busy doing ALTTPR ladder.com if you're interested. Oh, and yeah, see, Furious is gonna miss this. Now he knows it's there. Oh, but this is so bad for him. He's gonna miss that bottle. He's not gonna be able to turn around and go back. He's going to miss the bow, and the Eastern Big is there, and with the Fire Rod, the boss is in logic. Ooh, that is brutal. Oh, man, that is so brutal. Like, that is going to be... He's going to be doubling back a lot here. That is very rough. And yeah, Furious is it's gonna be very interesting if he does decide to take this route to the north after he checks the south side, because that's where his boots are at, and that's really leading the progression at this point. So as we're clearing the south here, looks like it's just a compass. Just want to give a quick shout out here of what we're dealing with. Again, this is our Megatational. This is our kind of bi-yearly invitational that we're running. We're going to probably stick to 2 per year at this stage. This one was a little bit special. This was a straight invitation only. The 16 members of this invitational that were invited were part of the top 20-ish of all-time global lifetime leaders on ladder, of active members that are in good standing. We did have a few people that declined. Didn't care for the mode selections or had other things to do. It's totally understandable. This one is a little bit different in the modes. As you can see, we're playing inverted keys today. There is going to be a huge variety of modes on this. The modes are chosen by the players. So there's a Castle Tower 1. There's our flute. There was a mushroom as well. Map of GT. Glad they know where that is now. But yeah, basically they are submitting modes. A few modes get vetoed, and then the modes remaining more or less get shuffled up and dealt between the 6 matches in each group. So we do have 24 matches on the agenda for week 1. I believe this is the 6th or 7th match so far. We had a few already this weekend. This round goes in through Saturday. And I think they've got 4 or 5 matches on the agenda today. Might get a second match in still on Restream today. Still trying to figure out a few little things. But so far, everything's working pretty good. So Humbugh getting over to Ice Rod Cave quite faster than FuriousMagic is doing at this point. Maybe just because Yoshi's run faster? I don't know. Maybe that's how it works. Okay, we get a bit of water walking in. And what's Humbugh got today? I did notice there was just rupees on the islands. We're not going to worry about that, and it's just a compass today. So he still does have a little bit of routing he could do here. It's going to be interesting to see how far Humbugh goes. My guess is at this point he's going to do. See, here's the thing: you could immediately go to Eastern. He still has the front of Hyrule Castle to do. He could go up and do the 2 checks from Waterfall. A lot of choices, and it looks like he's going to choose Eastern. So this is going to be the first dungeon. He's going to be able to full clear this. Where FuriousMagic does not have that choice. And instead, he's going up to the Waterfall. Actually, it looks like Humbug's going to do Hyrule Castle instead. Okay. He'll get back to Eastern eventually. It is... The boss is in logic. Technically, there's one chest that isn't, but it's never going to stop these guys from doing it. So yeah, looks like there's nothing in there. And FuriousMagic's got himself a saved water walk. He's turning around, coming back. He's going to go ahead and do Hobo, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm sorry, that was a boomerang on there. I'm sorry, it looked like a red rupee when I saw it before. Nothing there. Humbugh's doing the front. Okay, so there's only 3 checks left. He has already gotten the important item, which was in the front, and does not have access to get into Aga Tower from here. Except this is an Aga Tower because it's an inverted, so ignore me completely. And is he going to go... So this is Furious's chance right here. This is his big chance. Is he going to go north? Looks like first one is GT1. Looks like GT1. So GT small 1. Now with this mode, the GT big key is anywhere. It doesn't. Okay, I'm totally watching FuriousMagic to see if he does do the trip up to Hyrule Castle. He desperately needs it, and he's going to go in. Looks like he's going to check the bomb shop for information. So it looks like we have Skullwoods and Swamp Palace for the 5-6 today. Now again, this is AD. And there's Ice Rod. Don't want to look for that later. This is AD, so. Gonna have to do the dungeons anyway, but it is good information to know. And FuriousMagic is going up north. I doubt he's gonna skip the chest at Dark Cross. I doubt it. That would be a really bad item to isolate at this point. So just finishing up here, and he does not have to do anything else here. He can save quit, but it looks like he's setting up a Death Warp. He's already done the check. Yeah, boots are in Dark Cross. Humbugh had cape. Oh, that's so bad. He does have a Castle Tower key. So when he goes up to Death Mountain, if he wants to do Aga Tower, he can do he can do both of the chests. Now remember, Castle Tower's not here. It's up on Death Mountain. So all right. So is he going to go do Eastern then? Looks like Humbugh's taking the right turn. He is going to go to Eastern. And FuriousMagic is doing this. Good for him. Interesting that he's actually doing this. He doesn't know this yet, but he is actually going to be saving not much time, a few seconds, by doing it this way instead of going through the going down and back up. A little surprising. Usually they looks like we're having MSU's having a few issues out there. Cleared up. Usually they go through the basement first because it's easier to die to Death Warp. Key. Meyer key. I think that's Meyer 1. Yep, Meyer 1 looks like. And there's those bootins. So, boy, that's so... He's trying to find a way to die. There he goes. All right, so now we're on equal footing. You see what I did there? Equal footing on those boots. And Humbugh's actually going to the north. He's going to turn the flute in. Okay. He's going to do that first. Makes a little bit of sense because you could always just flute to 5 and gain access to that. So that makes some sense. So boots, flute early, a lot of items. Look at all those items we got. We got a lot of items. So now here's one interesting tidbit. If you noticed, FuriousMagic did not get the key off the first guard. He does not need it. Hyrule Castle key was picked up earlier, and he did not open the back door. So he got to skip one of the 2 keys, and he chose that one. You could do that one, or you could do this one. They're basically the same. All right, so now with flute in tow, Humbugh's probably going to go ahead and start the... he's going to probably start fluting. Is he going to go to 5? He is going to go to 5. And here's our Eastern check. So this will be a first full clear of a dungeon. Start seeing some new information here on Humbugh's side as he is going into Eastern Palace, and FuriousMagic with the save quit. Now, he does have a little bit of work to back up on. We know that the bow is on Lazy Kid, and that bottle happens to be right below it in the library. Now, he knows where the bottle is, and now he's going to go ahead and go to Light World here. I'm willing to bet he's probably going to go ahead and turn the flute in. I would assume so. Looks like he's going down. If he's going to go turn around and go right back up, then yeah, he's going to... Okay, yeah. Okay, this is good. This is good. So Humbugh doesn't have that big of a lead. He's got a minute or so lead from the boots checks, and he does have that item. Now, he does have the fire rod that FuriousMagic does not have. That is a big one, so... looks like just a piece of heart, or I'm sorry, a full heart on Humbugh's side. Again, this is an AD mode, so we're looking for a ton of big keys. Strangely enough, the way that FuriousMagic is doing this is actually pretty generous. It's going to work out pretty well for him, so. Yeah, he's just a little bit behind on the boots check. But here comes the bow. He's going to be able to turn the flute in, and then he's got some choices to make. He's got a lot of places he can go. Does not have the fire rod, but I don't think that's going to stop him from doing Eastern. Yeah, well, so far Eastern's been a dud. Again, it's required, but that looks like we're getting a little bit of. Yeah, you know what? Let's. I'm gonna go ahead and see. I have no idea what Humbugh's got on for his audio, but we're gonna find out in a moment. Oh, you know what? It looks like that's on our Restream platform, so sorry we got a little bit of choppy audio here at the moment. That sounds like that is a Restream issue. Hopefully it clears up here in a moment. I do apologize for that. Again, new setup. This is why I'm doing this one a little solo today, because I'm watching everything as it goes. Well, it looks like we got some choppy audio coming through. There it goes, cleared up. Yeah, Humbugh's got a decent lead at this point. I mean, it is AD. I mean, things will happen at this point. Things will tighten up a bit. But yeah, he's got a decent lead. His opening route was incredibly efficient for when he got his boots what it directly led to. He's been incredibly efficient with his routing at this point. So looks like we got a good kill going here. Nice and clean, and nice and clean. So there's dungeon number 1 cleared. Now there was nothing in here. Just a dungeon, just a crystal. FuriousMagic is doing the interesting that he's doing the check here. He's looking for Zora money. I would have probably picked up his last rupees. You still do have to open up pod. So, oh, that's right. He hasn't checked this yet because he hasn't gone up to. He didn't do the catfish check. So looks like green pendant is in Mire. He's gonna get his fire rod though. That is big. So let's see. Humbugh, Thieves Town big. Thieves Town is completely clearable. And Turtle Rock 2. Yeah, this is going to make things really interesting. So it looks like FuriousMagic is going to go do the Eastern clear just like Humbugh did. So again, just a couple minutes behind on this one. Don't be shocked if he's going to go directly to 3. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, now that he's got the big and the small, plenty of resources to clear this. This should not be an issue. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get our second full cleared dungeon. So, other than like offensive power, we're still we're on fighter sword at this point. It's going pretty smooth here. Don't really have to look for much. I mean, we're still missing a bunch of items. I mean, we still got a ways to go before we get all the items. We need pretty much everything that you could expect to have in a clear, with the possible exception of the Titan's Mitts. You do not necessarily need Titan's Mitts in inverted. But the big thing is the keys. You need all those keys. Just looking at what we need right now, we need the hook shot, we need the cane, we need the mirror, need the flips, and pretty much every key. There's only, what, 2 big keys out there right now? 3 big keys. Even though one of them is not important, that's the swamp key. So we're going to be focusing on Humbugh here as the FuriousMagic is clearing an Eastern that we've already seen. There's not much in there, so. But, welcome everybody. Hope everyone's enjoying. It is Monday, isn't it? But here in the States, at least it's a short week. Short weeks are always great, so. We have Thanksgiving coming up. What's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? And everybody got big plans for Thanksgiving? We're going to Fogo. We've gone to Fogo the last 5 years on Thanksgiving, I think, except for 2020, which for obvious reasons. They were not open Thanksgiving 2020, so it's fantastic. Oh, there's our lantern. Interesting lodge. Well, there wasn't anything in there, but Fogo on Thanksgiving, absolutely. They are packed on Thanksgiving. If you do not reserve your table with a couple weeks in advance, you won't get a table. And big key of Hera. Well, that's Hera's fully clearable. And they can get there. In Logic, they can get there too. Yeah, a lot of people do this just, for the same reason we're doing it. You don't have to cook. And it's fantastic food. You're spending not that much more than you would spend than you would normally spend at, buying a turkey and all the other stuff and getting prep work done. It's, it's the only disadvantage of going to Fogo for Thanksgiving is no leftovers. And I'm sorry, leftovers are the best part of a Thanksgiving dinner. Eating Thanksgiving ham for the next 3 or 4 days is, so good. All right, super clean kill on Humbugh's side. And another bottle. So we found the lamp and not much else. And looks like that is also a crystal. So crystal 2. Well, we do go, so our reservation I think is at 2:30. Which is good. We like going earlier in the afternoon on Thanksgiving so that we have time to decompress, and that literally. Right. And Humbugh looks like it's going north. He does have everything he needs to do a Skullwoods clear. with the exception of that big key. But he's just going for the dungeon clears. It makes sense. Yeah, well, the good news is you don't have to worry about dinner, although I'm usually hungry again by the time I get home. By the time 5 o'clock rolls around, 6 o'clock, I'll be hungry for dessert. Ah, that reminds me. I need to go to a store and get a pumpkin pie. Need to get a pumpkin pie. Can't have. It's just my wife and I this Thanksgiving. So, no. Everybody else is going to be full. I just have a weird metabolism. I will be... Meat goes through my system like water, so... That sounded wrong. That's not what I meant. I can eat meat like it's water. Let's put it that way. All right, what's FuriousMagic doing? He is also doing that clear, and again, we know that there's Lantern's going to be in here, and there's our hook shot. That's a big one, because that means most of Death Mountain is going to be clearable now. That's probably the next place they're going to go. Makes perfect sense in the world. So don't be surprised here again if FuriousMagic is right behind him, right behind Humbugh here. It makes perfect sense. So they're routing these very efficiently, which again, every racer you're going to see is going to be within the top. I think we went down to 22 in the rankings. This is for all-time global lifetime rankings. That's how we sent out invites for this. And we're getting to the back where we're going to go ahead and probably see Fire Rod with Hammer Kill on Moth here. Oh, he's going to go straight Hammer. Yeah, so the big items we're missing. We're not missing many items. We're missing a lot of keys. That one didn't count. So it looks like he's 2 in, 3 in. Okay, one of them did count. Nice and clean. And Dungeon 3 done, and this is another crystal. Oh, we knew this. This was a 5-6. We knew this. Well, we knew this. Not 100% sure Humbugh knew this. I don't think he checked that. So I don't think he knew that. I probably will be driving. And I just watch my drinking. If my wife needs to drive home, she will gladly drive home. Okay, well, all right, now Humbugh's getting these 2 checks in. These are 2 checks that he skipped early. Now, there's nothing here. We've seen that. There's actually nothing here. I don't think there was anything. I don't think there was anything here. I don't remember exactly. But, so one of the cool things about going to Fogo on Thanksgiving is they'll give you turkey, and they've got the fixins and stuff like that, too. So if you want that traditional... oh, there was a key here. That's right. Is it a turtle rock? Oh, no. Never mind. If they're lucky, they won't need those. But yeah, they have the traditional meal stuff there too, which is always nice. I always like getting a little bit of turkey at Fogo. They cook it really well. It's well cooked. And then usually it's a little bit of white meat at the front. You know, you get in your pork, a little bit of chicken, in this case a little bit of turkey, and then it's just red meat the whole way. So I've talked about this several times on stream. There is a method to eat a Fogo. So Humbugh is doing the Death Mountain check, which makes perfect sense. A lot of items up here to get, and he can clear a lot of this. I suspect we're going to see a Hera clear here as well. FuriousMagic gets his second dungeon done. This is a crystal. Oh man, I wish there was public transit to these Fogos. I bet I could get to the one downtown public transit, but I'm not driving downtown to that Fogo anymore. What is FuriousMagic? Picking up a potion. Oh, he's heading to Skowoods. He's gonna head to Skowoods. He's picking up that potion for Skowoods. You clearly have not been on public transportation in Chicago. Being sober is not a requirement. I have been drunk many times. Desert Palette Big off of the old man. All right, so yeah, Humbugh's about, again, maybe 3-ish minutes up right now, I'm going to say. Sounds about right. 3.5. I'm not really paying great attention. All right, so Humbugh's going to save quit here. There's nothing else he can do on the Light World side. He's going to go ahead and... Interesting. Where's he going to go? He's going to go Desert first? This has got to be Desert. I'm a little surprised he's not going to go for the item density up on Death Mountain. But I guess he's just playing dungeons over everything. A little surprised about that. That's a ton of items up there. But he has got, you got the book, you got all the items. I mean, this will be full clear as well. Plus, you get a check on the way here with an additional spot. Looks like that's just bombs. All right, and nice clean moth kill. That is crystal number 3 on FuriousMagic. So we are tied on crystals. Now he does know that this is a 5/6. Now one thing you have to keep an eye on here. We know that Meyer is the green pendant. We do not know what the other 2 pendants are. And we only have one map, which is the Turtle Rock map. One thing you got to be mindful of, like, you want pendants in this mode. You want to find pendants early and often, so you don't get that weird scenario where you might have to do GT and full clear for a pendant item, or the Castle Tower Small, something like that. So there's our silvers. And again, I do apologize. Looks like we're having a few little audio blips. We're doing, again, this is a new restreaming setup, and hopefully it's something I can keep active for a longer time as we go through this Megatational. Oh, he's not going to switch that over. Don't worry about that. No style points today. Like, all right, so we did find silvers in here, but so far that's all we're going to get. There is a compass on the ledge. I'm pretty damn sure he's not going to get that. Now Furious is doing the north checks here. He's doing the he's deciding he is going to go ahead and do the checks that I thought Humbugh was going to make, and just he didn't. Looks like we got a bottle with either a Buzz Buzz or a Booze Booze. And there is a near roar. That is super good here. GT3, I believe. Mirror's super important in inverted modes. Yeah, Humbugh's gonna feel that one a little bit. So that is gonna ease a little bit of time back. Not a ton. Like, the mirror is a great item to get. There's our flippers. And pod 3. Now we do not have that small. Yeah, that's exactly why he was delaying it. It's so he could get the mirror. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Humbugh's gonna he'll do it after this though. It looks, oh, what is that? I couldn't see it because of the FPS counter on there. Did anybody catch what that was? Oh, actually, it's Bombos because of the magic of super tracking. Thankfully, he marked it for us. And map of Swamp Palace, which we know that to be a crystal, 5/6 crystal, but more importantly, that is a pendant in Desert Palace. Like I said, you want to get your pendants clear. You want to get your pendants clear. If you get all 3 of your pendants done before you reach GT, you're pretty damn sure, unless you're missing like a Castle Tower key, you do not have to do GT. You just run straight up the gap and you're done. So it looks like we're going to have an Agina check, and then probably right after that he's going to save quit. I have to assume Humbugh's going to go back to Death Mountain. It is by far the most dense area. And just looks like a compass of Thieves Town so that we know where the item is. Or, I'm sorry, the boss. And yeah, okay. He's gonna not do what I thought he was gonna do. He's leaving. Where's he going? Mire area. Okay. All right, we're gonna know if we're gonna need bombos for this as well. And he's trying to check, and it is Quake. So, all right. So now we know what we need. I think we actually 100% clear what we need. So let's check and see what's here. Piece of Heart and Piece of Heart. And he's out. So even though he does have the Quake and he's got the boots and the hook and Fire Rod and all that jazz, he's not going to go in without the big key. And now Humbugh is doing the check. Okay, so he's catching up. He's going to catch up on this. He's going to get his mirror. Probably both are going to do Hera probably around the same time. It's going to be pretty close. They're going to be in Hera at the same time. Furious will be there first. Don't blow yourself up. There you go. Don't blow yourself up. Blue mail and big key to Ice Palace, a key that you don't want to see ever. And he is, Humbugh. He's gonna get all these items, and then he's gonna do Hera, and he's gonna miss that mirror. Again, you're gonna go back there. It's like shovel, a heart. Turtle Rock 3 and Swamp Small. Okay, that's everything we need for Swamp. So interestingly enough, if we find bombos, we need the cane still. I'm sorry, we still need the cane. Turtle Rock is going to slowly start coming into play here. We're still missing a couple items for it, but that decision to do T-Rock is going to be one they're going to have to make. So Humbugh, unfortunately, doing it this way, what am I saying? It's inverted. You're going to T-Rock now. I'm an idiot. Because he's got that mirror. Humbugh's just dodging that mirror like a champ. So because of this, he's got to get into Hera first. And by first, I mean now. It's probably going to go straight there. Yep. We'll get a tablet check, and then probably straight in. Now, with 3 smalls, he's opening up this chest, this door, which is generally fine as long as you know. There's nothing there. And a heart. He's there. So as long as you don't screw up your keys, you're fine opening that door. 3 keys is usually all you really need. Hell, you can do it in 2. You just got to be careful. Don't waste any keys. All right. And this is going to be as far as he's going to be able to go. I wonder if he's going to... Yeah, he's just going to mirror back. That makes sense. Map of Thieves. Nobody cares. Setting up the Hera pot here. Is he just going to skip the basement? Without the mirror, I mean, he could be set. You know what he could be doing? He could be setting this up to go Hera basement, save quit. I think that would make some sense. And Master Sword on Spiral Cave, which Humbugh did not do. There's some weird isolated checks here. Now, when Humbugh does find his mirror, he's going to be able to do the rest. It's just that mirror's going to tighten things up. So Humbugh's going into... Ooh, if he would have turned left, he would have gone right down the 5-hole. But nice and clean. This is Dungeon 5. It's a lot of dungeons with 48 minutes, 49 minutes in, and that is a crystal. So we're still missing the other blue or red pendants. Again, we do know that Meyer is one of them. And, oh, a little bit longer on FuriousMagic side. He's going to get that piece of heart, not knowing that it's there. And is somebody going to go in? He's going to go in. Okay, so he's going to go to do the basement. I would have been shocked if you to skip that. Let's do a tally of what we need. We know that we have all the information that we need. So we need. I'm gonna do this on my fingers, which you guys can obviously see. Castle Tower small. GT big. Pod big. Now the pod keys are kind of weird. Like in theory, you don't need all the pod keys, and if you get to go mode it, and let's say that's the pendant, you get to go mode it, you don't need any more keys, but you're probably gonna need a couple more pod keys. But I'm just gonna say none on that. You need the Mire big. You need the Turtle Rock big. You need the cane. You need Bombos. And we know where the other items are at, even though both players do not have them. That's 7 items we're missing, or minimum go. Oh, that's right. You don't need bombos. Right. What I'm saying, it's an invert. You don't need bombos. 6 items. Right. My bad. All right. So Humbug's doing a death warp. That means he's probably going to go ahead and do spiral cave here. In theory, he could also. Nah, you do. This is spiral. This has got to be a spiral check because he doesn't have the mirror yet. So we're looking at 6. Yeah, he's going to do that, which is good. He's going to get his Master Sword. And on your side, we're even. 5 apiece. I think the worst possible thing that could happen here... Oh, you know, I missed something. FuriousMagic must have did a map check. So he knows that Turtle Rock is a crystal. So that pendant is going to be either Ice Palace or Pod. I'm not sure which one you want more. I think you want Pod to be the pendant for that chance you don't have to do it. All right, we're going to get a laser bridge check. This will be a 4 check. Nothing else you can do in here because you don't have the cane. And a heart. No, I'm just saying so you could go mode. I know it's AD. It's so that you get to go mode pods. You don't have to clear them yet. If it's pendant, you get there really late, then you just don't have to worry about it. You just get in, you clear it, you're out. And, oh, Titan's Mitts. Again, one of those items, it's weird. Oh, it's Hopium. 100% it's Hopium, but it's best case scenario. So the mitts are interesting. They only open up 1 check, which you're not going to... It's not difficult to check. You can just save quick and go there immediately. Doesn't really open up anything else in this scenario because you have the mirror. I'm sorry, the flute to get to Mire. You've got all that stuff, so it's not much out of mitts. All right, so Humbugh is getting his mirror. This is interesting. Is Furious in the lead? I think, yeah, he's in the lead now. But it's close. I mean, it's super close, but they have everybody. They've got the same amount of items now. Humbugh's going to get his mirror here in a second. And he's going to be obligated to do the Turtle Rock check. So, yeah, Furious probably is ahead by a minute and a half. One drawback of doing the back checks in Turtle Rock is they're really slow. You have to do laps up and down. So, Funny Furious is pre-checking his full clear of Swamp. There's our flips. Yeah, we knew that was coming. There's our pod key and a safe way. Yep. And looks like that was another pod key on the other side too. So, I wonder where 4 of them are at. We're getting close to knowing where everything is. Obviously, the GT Big is a big one. If they're in GT Big Go mode, that's a huge problem, just because there's going to be a lot of checks. So hopefully you don't have to worry about that. Nice specky clip. Legal here on ALTTPR ladder. And Humbugh's going to be right behind him. So we're going to be in the same dungeons a minute or so apart. So we'll see if there's a little bit of an execution break while we're in here. I wasn't timing when they got in. but I don't think it's going to be too bad here. So yeah, of course, with this many items still needed, which is not that many, but there's still a few important ones. He's going to go ahead and do full left and then back up north. So again, let's do a quick recap here while we're doing left side swamp, which does take a hot minute. GT big, Castle Tower small, Kane, Pod big, Mire big, Turtle Rock big. I believe those are the 6. 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's minimum. We might need a little bit more, but that is a minimum. All right, nothing on left side. Right, there is that big key on the lumberjack, and we did. Let's see, do we have any non-needed keys? Thanks for the reminder on that. I totally forgot about that. The only big key that is not on there that we don't care about is the Skullwoods key, which we do not have yet. So who knows? Maybe you get lucky and that's the Skullwoods key, but we are missing a few keys still. You gotta think. Boy, I know that. Did they both check that? I was fixing a technical issue with that stage. Does anybody know, did they both check the lumberjack? I'd be curious to know. It was an hour ago, so I wouldn't be shocked if people didn't realize. If people don't remember. Yeah, they probably did. I mean, it's AD, and you know they were there early. It'd be easy to get that information. So I'd be shocked if they did. But all right, looks like we're doing a little cheaty clip here on Furious' side. Nice cheaty clip. $20, $40. Money is well. Neither one of them have checked Zora at this point, but at least I don't think they did. Compass, so far nothing important in here. We're gonna get ourselves a Master Sword kill here, which is kind of shitty, but you know what? It is what it is. Is he going to do sword spins, or yeah, he's going to do spins. Oh, I'm jamming to this music, though. All right, nice and clean. And instead of using silvers, he's using ice rod. Interesting choice. Okay. I'm not going to judge. Teach their own on that. That is a key to... That's Turtle Rock 4, which you definitely do not need. But at least if he screws up, he's not going to be screwed about it. He's not going to lose that. So nothing of importance out of Swamp. A full clear on both sides. We're going to end up with nothing important other than a crystal, which we do know that is the 5-6. Now, he's going to... Okay, this is interesting. He could do 5-6 here if he wanted to. Nope, he's going to go ahead and move over to... Oh, he hasn't done Desert yet. I apologize. When he said he was in lead, he has not done Desert yet. I totally forgot about that. So, yeah. So, it's... Humbugh still ahead by a touch. Those early boots gave him an advantage on that. But I totally forgot that... yeah, Fierce has not done this yet. It'll be fast, but... it's gonna be what, 3 minutes to do all these checks, probably. I completely forgot about this. So what is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Dungeon 6. Now this is again the 5-6. Now I don't believe Humbugh knows yet that this is 5-6. So knowing the way he's been routing this, he's gonna go immediately to Ice Palace, which makes all the sense in the world to go to Ice Palace next. He does have Pyramid Fairy if he wants to do that after this. So 59 minutes in, 6 dungeons on Humbugh's side, 5 on FuriousMagic's, but he is about to do Dungeon 6. So he's going to be about a couple minutes behind here. Again, he did make up a little bit of time on that mirror, and he's going to earn a little bit of time back here as well. His clear here is going to be a little bit faster with the mirror. And we are going to get that 5-6 check. Okay. Doing it now instead of after. Maybe he's probably doing this to see if Kane's here. The time save if Kane is here is pretty large. And no, yeah, you actually want to take that with you in this case. Don't think you can get up there in 3 seconds to reset the bomb. He's going to go ahead and do this and mirror. He's going to find the spot to the left. Oh, he's going to go from the bottom. Okay. Same. Doesn't matter. I always like going to the left. There's a spot where you can stop right in front of there, but it literally doesn't matter. Everyone's got a way of doing that. And we find bombs and $5. All right, so Ice Palace? Ice Palace. All right, so we're going to get 8 fresh checks coming up here in the very near future. Once again, if you are new coming in here today, well, hi. This is game. I did look. So this is the 7th game so far in the Megatational. Out of 24 for this week, the players have until. You're gonna need that key, bud. Humbugh forgetting to get the key. He only had 1 small going into this. You definitely want that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're gonna have to open the door. But yeah, we do have our. This is our fall to winter invitational here on ALTTPR ladder with prizes galore at the end of this one. This is our most prize-packed invitational yet. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, what we have for prize giveaways this time around. The winner of the invitational is going to have a choice between, was it 4 prizes now? 4 prizes. We have a Super NT Black Edition that is still sealed. I've had it here for I don't know how long. I think I've had the thing for over a year now. I have an Analog Pocket Limited Edition Blue Transparent that I hope nobody gets because I want to keep the damn thing. That is the only time that prize is going to be available here. Because after I got it, I realized I wanted it. Even though I'll never use it. And then we also still have that 64 gig Steam Deck, which dropped in price here this last week. They might not be available. They're actually almost out of stock on those. It's possible if the winner takes it, they might get a bigger version, the 256 version, because they might not have the 64s in stock when this thing is finished. If they want to do that, and then we'll just go to the next one. So, but yeah, prizes galore for the invitational winner. We do enjoy this. Big thanks to our ladder patrons who make these prizes possible, because I'm not shelling out the cash for it. The ladder patrons give us the ability to give these cool prizes away. Now Furious is going in. There's Pod Big. All right, that's one item we need. FuriousMagic is going to go in here without the Meyer Big key and without the cane. So he's only going to be able to check 6. So a little bit of divergence here. We still do not know if Ice is the last pendant. There's a 50-50 on that. And Turtle Rock Big, 2nd required item out of Ice Palace. All right, so we're down to 4. GT Big, Castle Tower Small, Meyer Big, and Kane. So what's the other key? I know we need another key. That's 4 required items minimum. At 104 and 80 inverted, that's really good. Like, the seed has been very generous. Meyer small, not too important. So far, let's put it this way, so far, the seed has been very generous. That could change very, very quickly. All right, we got another check here coming up on Humbugh's side. It is the small to another pod small, so that's pod 5. I'd be willing to bet a large sum of money that Humbugh will be going to pod here in a moment, which means we're gonna get our information here anyway in a minute on what the last pendant is. Looks like bombs in the cutscene chest. So far, Meyer's a dud. So far. What would set this off? Meyer big in Meyer, Kane in Meyer, because Humbugh did actively avoid it earlier. He is not. Humbugh's been ridiculously efficient on his checks. His routing has been spot on for a seed. Like for this mode is all about how efficient you can be. And I'm sorry, Humbugh's been stupid efficient. You know what? I'm wrong. He double dipped Skullwoods. He double dipped Skullwoods, which was practically unavoidable. Because you're going to start at Skullwoods every single seed. He also double dipped Thieves Town. Sorry, he double dipped 2. Those are the 2 early that he double dipped. So yes, 2. And then I'll remember another one. No, it's just the 2. Hello, Kane. Probably important. That is going to speed things up on FuriousMagic side because he's probably going straight to ice. Yes, he is. So that's going to save a little bit of time there. All right, we're inching that down. That gap that we had is slowly closing. But the efficiency, again, has been spot on. So it's going to be interesting. Again, Humbugh did actively avoid Meyer earlier. He had the option of going in there with the exact same setup that he's got now, and he avoided it. So it might be that he stays away a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's tomorrow's match. Sorry, we had a potential reschedule on one of our matches for tomorrow. Just monitoring 17 things at once, and I'm supposed to be working right now, and I'm not. To shame. All right, first check is pod 6. Well, okay, now pod 6 is not bad here because now you don't have to worry about key efficiency. You can just go right through the door. God, I hate that pod 6. C Lab reference for those that know it. Love that show. It's fucking awesome. I hate that pod 6. And some bombs. So yeah, the good thing is here is he's going to be able to finish this dungeon, which means we know the Kane is in Meyer. That's going to lead to the Turtle Rock clear. We're just really missing the keys. We're missing the Meyer Big, which could obviously be in GT at this point. We're missing the Castle Tower Small, which could obviously be in GT at this point. And we're missing the GT Big, which, funny enough, could be in GT. So it's kind of one of those things. It's bound to happen, but the worst one is that Castle Tower Small. There's Bombos, which we don't care about at this stage. It's not even going to speed it up going in the front because once you clear Turtle Rock, the front door opens. So you'll never need to use that. So this is going to be interesting when these routes converge. I think Humbugh's probably still ahead by a couple of minutes. I'm a little mess up on the switch there. I think he's probably up by a couple minutes still. Now he's going to be a full dungeon ahead. But he's going to go back in to finish clearing pod here in a bit. There's no item that he could find here that's going to make him skip the back to pod, so. So as FuriousMagic is finishing up Ice Palace, we have Humbugh who's going to be finishing up Pod. And it'll be interesting to see where FuriousMagic goes next. He's probably going to go to Pod. And that's actually going to give us a good judgment of where we're at on clears. Pod's not going to be any more efficient now versus when Humbugh went in versus when Furious went in, so it's just going to be efficiency and clears. And here comes our helmet clear and our cold stare clear. Looks like Furious didn't quite have a nice open there, so his clear is going to be a little bit slower. Somebody let Baby out of the corner, so he's got to be careful. Oh, okay, yeah, you got to be careful here, bud. Very clean killing on this side. And this does not count as a double dip for on this side. Just so you know, it doesn't count. Hey, there you go, Tempered Sword. That's not technically needed, but boy, he wants it. Okay. FuriousMagic got to be careful here. He's taking a lot of damage on this cold stare. Okay, there he got it. Luckily, he had that powder. That was, or not powder, the potion. He bought that really early. He bought it for Skullwoods and didn't use it, so that came in handy. I just realized, is this music Mario Kart? Nah, it can't be Mario. That sounds like Mario Kart music at the end there. There's no way that's Mario Kart. And key to Ice Palace. That is worthless. I have no idea what this music is. Wait, is it Golden Sun? Oh, now I want to know. This kind of reminds me of Golden Sun. All right, so Pod, bunch of money so far. Money, money, money. All right, FuriousMagic getting that hair is small. Now he got this out of pocket. Now he's not going to go back anytime soon. He's just going to accept that as a loss if there's anything there and there isn't. More money, so back of Pod has been nothing but money. And we're going to get our Zora check. Again, I don't think either one of them checked Zora. So this is new information. And then again, he's got to go. You have to assume that FuriousMagic is going to get Pod after this. It's 14 checks. It's tough to do. It's tough to just leave. That's a heart. Maybe we did check this. Maybe Humbugh did check that earlier. I don't fully remember. And hey, the map of this dungeon to confirm that it is indeed a pendant. That's lovely. And last check is another map. So the back of Pod, there's not a lot of Pod. All right, so here's interesting. Humbugh's leaving Pod. FuriousMagic is going into Pod. 3.5, 4 minutes then is probably the lead. That's about how long this Pod's going to take. What is Humbugh going to do next? He's going Light World. What is in Light World that he has not done yet? Not doing Zora. He's done all this. Oh, he's doing Zora check. Okay, he's gonna do Zora. Yeah, he hasn't done the waterfall check either. I do not believe. I think the waterfall check is still in play. So on FuriousMagic side, again, we know that he's not going to find anything important in here, other than the Tempered Sword, which is going to be nice. But there are no required items. However, as soon as Humbugh does Mire and gets his cane, he's going to be in GT Go mode, where he can actually get into GT and start clearing. So we're guaranteed there's at least one item in GT at this point, if not 2 required items. There's 27 items available. Well, although he could only get, what, 22 of them? That's still a lot of checks. And the chances of the GT Big being in there is getting quite large. It's not even picking that up. So fuck that heart. I don't need it. So where are you going? Where are you going? He's starting up top. Is he going to... Well, he can do the 2 checks in Castle Tower. See, because there's 2 checks there. Probably going to do that first because he's going to walk right by it. He does have the hook out, though. Is he going to go in the portal? No. Okay, he's going to check Castle Tower. So he's going to be able to check both items, but not finish. He will need to finish it before long. And then what are you going to do? Probably going to... He's done all the Turtle Rock checks he can do. I think he's finished up here. Not certain, but I think he's finished up here. So, FuriousMagic's doing this differently. He's going and doing the entire back before doing the basement, but it's not. There's really no difference with Mirror, so... Alright, what are you doing? He's got the hook out. Is he going to hit the portal? He's going to do Spike Cave. And then you have to believe it's got to be Meyer. Like, you got to believe it's going to be Meyer. I don't think he's got that much left to do. Again, incredibly efficient run by both of our competitors here. Oh, it's one of them. No, it's not. That confirms that one of the keys we need is on Lumberjack. So we did know there was a big key there. It's either the GT big or it's the Meyer big. I'd say percentage-wise, it's probably... I'd say leaning toward Meyer big. Just because there's less checks in GT that you could check behind that. Oh, you know what? Humbugh's not checked this yet, has he? Is he doing it? What's he doing? Oh, he's doing this. Okay, he hasn't checked, which means... Did he check it? This is going to be interesting to see if he's not done Lumberjack yet. So he's going to do this, the one of here. My cat just woke up. He did check Lumberjack. Okay. Yeah, I missed it early. I didn't know who did what. So he knows there's a big key there. And it's one of two. All right, he's got some bombs. It's got to be Meyer, right? I can't imagine he does anything other than Meyer. So, Mountain, Flute. Proven wrong again. What's left here? What has he not done? He doesn't have the cane. So, is he going to just check the one item in Turtle Rock? Because he's already done... Or did he not do this? Okay, he didn't do the other checks then. He didn't have the mirror at the time. That's right. He did not have the mirror at the time he was here. So Furious has already done these checks. Unfortunately, there's going to be nothing there for him. That's right. Humbugh got the mirror after. He was out of position to do these checks. That does make sense after getting the big key. As long as there's nothing in the big key, this isn't going to burn Furious. But again, Furious is going to go there right after this. He has what he needs to clear. This is when having two comms is nice, and I appreciate the chat helping out, because watching two sometimes gets a little... Right, so he's doing his back checks. He's going to do the 4. He's going to come back. He's going to loop back around, do the top checks. Right, FuriousMagic is going to get his Temperate Sword. I have to believe he's going to go straight to Turtle Rock. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think FuriousMagic is in the lead just because he has that cane. Because this will be a double dip that Humbugh does not really want to make. And yeah, because now they're even on dungeons, they're even on checks. He doesn't have that cane. And yep, he's going straight up. So FuriousMagic's going to be able to clear this. Now, he's already done, what, 6 checks out of here? So he's got the boss, he's got the 3 in the front, the big chest, and the roller room check. So he's got 6 to go. And unfortunately for Humbugh here, he's not finding much yet. He's gonna go. He is gonna do the roller room check because he can do this one. So Furious is gonna go ahead and go do the... Oh, he didn't do Mimic. Okay, so he didn't do Mimic earlier. So now Humbug's going to go ahead and do the front check. So, yep, this is all we're missing. It's just those two keys. They're probably both in GT. I mean, at this point, it's pretty likely. So Furious is going to do this. He's going to go in from the side and then going to go all the way to the back like the normal way you do this, unless he decides to mirror here. No, he's not. He's going to do it this way, which is fine. He has to do the roller check anyway. It's not inefficient or doesn't matter. Then he finishes the boss. The front door's open. He goes right back in, finishes that. He's done. So he's not going to skip anything there. The fact that he still, if he didn't have to do the roller room check, this would probably be a mistake, but knowing he still has to do this makes perfect sense. So it's a lot faster than having to mirror, go all the way around, mirror again. It's a pain in the ass to get these loops uninverted. So Humbugh finishing here. This will be his mirror out. Yep. So he has 4 checks left to go. He cannot do any of them. Is he gonna mirror? He's gonna flute to 6. Flute to 6. Flute to 6. All right. So he's gonna get his cane. And then we're even up. So Furious is going to get his checks. This is going to be interesting. So Humbugh's, he can't skip cutscene here. Unfortunately, he's going to have to do cutscene chest with 2 items missing. Unless he gambles. There is a gamble if he decided to do right side first. If he feels like he lost a bunch of time in this mid-game, there is a world where you could gamble and say all the items are in GT. Like, I wouldn't say you're wrong by making that gamble. It's just, it takes some nuts. And he's going straight left, which it's just normal. I mean, you almost have to do this way. Nice kill on FuriousMagic side. This is crystal number 7. Still missing pendant, still missing castle tower, still missing the 2 items that go with it, but we do know where one of them is. We just don't know which one it is. So there are 2 big keys remaining. Again, we do know where one of them is. It's sitting on Lumberjack, which is locked behind Castle Tower Small. Yeah, I don't blame Humbugh for doing this. I mean, I don't think you could possibly leave. He's still missing 3 items. Looks like there's been a little bit of an audio issue there again. I do apologize. There's a little bit of an audio thing. I'll see if I can take care of it during our time off after this race. Get new streaming setup. It's why I'm doing this one solo today. It'll clear up in a second. No, I mean, I get it, but I think on the other side of this, if Humbugh did do right side first, found the cane, again, I wouldn't hold it against him to say, screw it, I'm out. And just plan on betting on GT. I totally would respect that play. And nothing's here. It looks like we're going to GT. Again, sorry about the issue there with the audio. It will clear up in a second. Flute 4, we're going to GT. Humbugh's not going to be that far behind. Now, he does have to go back up and finish Turtle Rock before doing this play, but he's going to get his cane here right now. He's going to regret not doing this check earlier. And there it is. Grab the key. He's going to get his last item in here. Oh, is it? I don't have the audio up on the... Hold on. Oh, it just cleared up on my side. Okay, so it's on the restream issue side. Fantastic. Okay, you're not hearing the bullshit that I am then. I probably won't even bother fixing it then. I just don't care enough. It's just getting distorted for about a minute. It's got to be the virtual audio cable from Discord to OBS then. Okay, so let's actually start figuring out how far behind we are. We'll mark when Furious goes in, which will be in just a minute. He's going to get these 2 checks in, and he's going to go and probably pick up his mirror spot again and go north and finish off. So Humbugh's not that far behind. He really isn't. Now, again, he's going to be in the same boat, but he's already checked the out of pocket ones. So, oh, he's going to go this way. Okay. He's going in the front. Interesting. No, he's not. No, he's not. Okay, he's going in this way. Because I was like, yeah, that didn't make any sense. But yeah, no, this total. Yeah, he's just taking the portal here, which makes all the sense in the world because, again, the front door opens automatically. In at 124.28. Oh, if you're asking what tiebreakers are, you did not read the rules, and I know a lot of people didn't. Tie breaks are based off of the accumulated times of your losses. Forfeits equal 1 hour. Read the rules. Read the rules. Alright, so it looks like Furious is doing right check. That's all I'm going to say about that. I knew that there were going to be ways of... Oh, there's Key. That's one of them. And GT Big. So that's the Meyer Big. Okay, so we're missing Castle Tower Small. So you got to keep going. He's going to clear. Okay. Is that actually considered faster in 8? I actually did not know that. You can get back there. And then what are you saying? You can get back there instantly because you're right there on the. That makes perfect sense because you're right there on the tower. I'm retired, man. I'm retired, so makes all the sense in the world. I haven't played competitively in about a year, so I'm fucking retired. So Humbugh, he's a minute and a half behind right now. Now he's already done Pyramid Fairy, so he doesn't have to worry about that. So Humbugh's going to be about 2 minutes behind-ish, 2.5 probably. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. Yeah. My brain is not in tournament mode. Looking for that Castle Tower Small, which is a trend with this mode. Because it can be almost anywhere, unless it's locked behind Dark World Axes, which I'm not going to lie to you, in this mode, like, you want to do Aga early, so you don't have to worry about this bullshit. Right, so it's going to be close to 3 minutes. It was at 1:24 and change when Furious opened the front door. So it's going to be about 3 minutes. Now, Furious did go straight to the right and found that key. So if Humbugh goes left, which he probably won't in inverted, you have the keys already. You've got all 4 Ganon Tower keys. You'd be hard pressed to do that. And looks like Furious had a little bit of delay there. Cost him a little bit of time. Not too bad. All right, yeah. So Humbugh's about 3 minutes behind. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think it's spot on to do full right. Especially in this, I mean, it paid off in this case because Shelly found the key there. That's all you really care about here. We're looking for small keys. Looking for small keys. Instead found red mail. Are there any other small keys even out there? There's a Skullwoods key. Oh! No! Hey, guess what? There's also a Meyer key. I think that was it, though. I think those are the only 2. We got a Skullwoods key still out there, and we got the Meyer key, so... Next small key animation that is found is generally going to be very good. If you haven't noticed, Humbugh is doing tile work first. That's a bit of a gamble. I mean, Skullwood's Key's not going to be in here, so... Alright, we got an egg, a kill. Yeah, what's left? No, Zora was a heart. Zora was a heart container. We did see that. What's left? There was nothing else in Skullwoods behind it. King's 2 is still available. Alright, Humbug's got his key. He's going to mirror back out. Yeah, it almost has to be. I can't think of any other spots. So Humbug's doing left here. He's not doing the climb. Now, Furious is going to do exactly what you mentioned. He's just going to go right back in. Which means if it is left side here, which is infinitely likely at this point. Because again, I don't really think there's much else to do. Humbug's effectively going to be a climb behind. So it's 3 to 4 minute range. All right, nothing here. Okay, he's doing the climb. All right, he's going to do it now. Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, it's still about the same. We're not going to be... He did that just as the forecheck. It's probably the 5th item. It's probably in the next chest because that's what it is. I don't know if he... I don't know if he realized that it was either a mistake or he just decided, you know what, I'm going to check these 4 because it's quick. Technically 5. He hadn't checked the torch yet. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know what he's thinking, but... Oof. Furious having a little bit of issues there with Hook. Humbug's doing his climb. That is bombs. Is there anything else? I mean, it could theoretically be one of those 2 checks in Meyer that's missing. There are 2 Meyer checks still out there. So if you're rooting for Humbugh here, you're rooting for him to bail on left side GT, left side basement, and it being in Meyer. I think that's his out. Boy, that would require cojones. Oh wait, no, I've got the keys mixed up. My bad. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're right, 100%. It's not. Yeah, it's the big is on lumber. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Was there a? You can't do lumberjack shimmy in inverted, I bet. But you can. Oh, worthless items. Key to Castle Tower is. We have found it, ladies and gentlemen, and we are done. So that is probably, I'm not going to say 100% GG, but it's like G and 90% of a G. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on out there that I could see not, but Furious also, I don't even think Furious has been in here yet. He's not gonna need to check these chests. He's just gonna go straight to the end, and then it's just a save quit. And dude is done. He's checking him anyway. I think that's muscle memory. I doubt he checks the second chest. He's probably right now is like, wait, I don't have to check this shit. Wait, does he not know? Yeah, he has to know. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Okay. He's got red mail, butter swords, silvers, half magic. Does he really want the bug net that bad? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what he was looking for there. All right. Trigger the keys, doesn't have to worry about them. So So Humbugh's finishing up his Agatu. He's going to go right back in. Nice triple. Oh, he's out of position here. Oh, it's still nice double. And that'll finish up his Aga kill. Just as Furious is going into Agatu. So we're still going to be, it's like a 126, 127 on these kills on Furious. That's a crazy good time for inverted ADTs. Really, really good time. And Humbugh's going to go ahead and go right back in. So he'll be getting his small in, call it a minute and a half. He doesn't have to check the forecheck. He's already done that. So he just has to get to rando room. So he'll do the fire bar check. And the other check's in the way, and that'll be it. So we're looking at a 127 and change here on FuriousMagic side, which is, again, really, really, really good. Digging the music. I'm digging it. Alright, there's Aggie down. I think it was 1, 2, just 2 blue balls, I think. Alright, Humbugh is moments away from getting his go mode item. And yep, FuriousMagic's got to go pick up his. Oh, I forgot. He needs to get the key still. Yeah, that's right. So it's going to take another. Is there an easy way for him to get back other than just safe quitting? No. I mean, his portal is there. He's going to lose it if he... Yeah. All right, and there's Humbugh's Castle Tower key. So he is done. He is in go mode as well. He just has to go ahead and do the exact same thing that Furious is doing now and just finishing up. God, this mode's screwy, man. Remember, Humbugh had such a big lead early. And it was just 2 little missteps. Missed his mirror and then missed the cane, and he put off getting cane for seemed like ages, and then that was it. It just turned the other way, and that was all it took. So, yep, and he's gonna go ahead and do a save quit. Yeah. What is okay? He's gonna flute. Okay, I was like, he wants to keep his health, I guess. Oh wait, no, he has to do this still, of course. Sorry, I'm a little out of it at this moment. He still has to finish fire. There was about 8 teleports in there. He's probably a little frazzled at this point. Again, late in a seed with one. You've been at this for an hour and a half. Your brain gets a little bit frazzled. Knowing that you did, what, 90% clear the seed, like he probably doesn't have many checks left. And that's it. Yeah, you're fluting. You're mirroring to go to flute. So yeah. He's going to take the right route here. Yep. Whoa, careful, Humbugh. He saved it. All right, so there were a few inefficiencies here. Again, they're sitting on 18 hearts red mail. I seriously doubt there's going to be a death at this point, so... Oh, it's still more than a Ganon fall in this stage. And nobody ever falls on Ganon. Never happens. So there might be a few little gains that Humbugh can make up on this. Not a lot. He's going to have to hope for a mistake. Humbug's finishing his Aga 1. He's going to go get his key here in just a minute. He's got 2 more to go. 3 more? I think there was a blue ball in there, so I think it's 3 more. Pretty sure this is the rotation he gets done. As Furious is finishing up his... There's the second. Finishing up his Viddy kill. Easy peasy. And that is the last of the dungeons. As Humbugh finishes his Aga, I don't think Furious is going to check that green pendant. Something tells me he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. All right, Humbugh's going to go ahead and leave. He's going to get his Meyer key. Ooh, nice spin speed there. That was a slick spin speed there by Humbugh. And here comes the save quit. Yep, save quit. This will take you right to the pyramid. Or, I guess, not pyramid. It'll be Castle Tower, right. Door will be open. All he has to do is drop in. That was right over 140, so... Yeah, we're looking at 2 Ganon falls. No one ever falls on Ganon, so... It's never happened. Gets his key. Easily into phase 3. Slightly over-equipped at this stage of the game, but again, it's an AD key seed. This is going to happen. You're not going to be doing a lot of Master Sword fights in an AD seed. It's just not going to happen. And here comes Silver 1 and Silver 2. Watch out again. There's only one way he loses this. And not gonna happen today. Get your GGs in, ladies and gentlemen. FuriousMagic has finished. He'll be walking over this little bitty bridge. Again, no one's ever fallen off the bridge, ever. And he has finished. Wonderfully done. Wonderfully done. Again, 141 on a inverted AD is pretty ridiculously good. I mean, it's tough to do. It's tough to do. So, oh, speaking of which, FuriousMagic, how you doing? GG, dude.
Hey, GG's.
Ah, that was fun. Boy, that was fun. I love watching this. This mode is just so much fun to watch. How'd you feel on that one?
I wasn't really quite too sure how I stood at the end. Throwing out all of Pod sucked when I could have just rushed GT. Finishing out all of TR also sucked when, I could have also just rushed GT, but it's just the way I play. Just trying to do everything while I'm there, no matter how close to go mode I am. I'm glad it didn't bite me in the butt this time.
Yeah. So, oh, speaking of which, FuriousMagic, how you doing? GT, dude.
I'm not quite too
that
sure.
was fun. Boy,
yeah,
that was fun.
what happened here? I'm thinking maybe it's the Kane and Meyer. Was that it, or?
Kane and Meyer was one of the big ones, yeah. Could you do me a favor? I know you joined our thing here. Could you mute the restream there? We're getting an echo.
Okay. Yeah, I just.
You joined the channel, yeah. I joined, so it auto plays, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, we're just getting an echo. So it was interesting. The Humbugh had you by about, I'm going to say 3 minutes in the early game, because he got the boots. He got the boots when he did the back of GT. Or the back of the GT, back of we did the sewers. Yep. So he got those really early, and that put him up. The mirror and the Kane are what? Kane and Meyer was one of the big ones, yeah. Could you do me a favor? I know you joined our thing here. Could you mute the restream there? Are you hearing that?
Sorry, yeah, my audio just cut out. I heard something about he got to the boots earlier, and then sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So yeah, it basically, he got to the boots sooner, and he was able to be super efficient in the beginning of it. Got his bow early, was able to clear dungeons incredibly efficiently. Didn't dive into Meyer. missed the cane, and then did the was very inefficient on Death Mountain and missed the mirror.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
and just swung it back around. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering if you got those boots faster because I didn't even realize I forgot I had the series small key until I looked at my key count in Sync. I'm like, oh, look at that. I could have done uh Dark Cross then, but I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll just get it later once we do the Frontal Escape. And then there's boots. I'm like, oh, well then that's not great, but uh, at least I had, yeah, at least the boots did show up in Dark Cross, so I can take that right back to the library, get the bottle, and then turn the flute and whatnot. So I guess
yep,
that worked out all right for me.
yep. And as we mentioned, that GG to Humba who just crossed over.
Hello. GG.
GG's.
Yep. So yeah, we were just explaining how that yeah, if you cut that seed in half, if you cut the race in half, Humba, you had the first half of it nailed.
I did. And
Yeah.
then I didn't go to Meyer, nor Hookshot Cave, so
Yep.
that was that.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Your early routing was ridiculously good.
I
Um,
know. I was chuckling to myself like this is stupid. I'm just making every correct mistake. I wonder if it's gonna bite me. And sure enough,
oh,
I just want to
yeah.
make I just want to be a little bit too efficient. Like I don't
Mhm.
want to do Dark East Death Mountain without the mirror. Like I don't want
Yeah.
I don't want to touch that stuff without the mirror. And
Right,
when
yeah,
I
yeah.
go there, I just go to the light world because I had no use of the mirror if I find it in the dark world because I can get to the light world with the mirror. But then it's just there, and then I
Dude,
never go to Meyer
it,
later either. So I just yeah
it's always there in,
yeah
inverted mountain. Like it's like, oh, I would love to have the mirror, oh, I would love to have the cane, so I can do more of TR. And then it just always ends up being there. I'm like, what's
yep.
going on? It's every time.
It's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. We knew that when as soon as the cane showed up in Meyer,
Yeah.
Humba, you probably had, I don't know, 2.5, 3 minute lead when that cane showed up.
Okay.
And then missing that mirror just you were so efficient at the beginning, and then unfortunately your Death Mountain was incredibly inefficient because of the mirror.
Yes. Yes.
So and then yeah, it just kind of it edged its way back, and then yeah, and then it just yeah, everything was in GT. It's because that's where everything is. So
Yeah.
Of course it is.
yeah, so um, so yeah, no, I mean I think it was. I mean, you both. It was the once you both had all of the items going into that mid game that the other one had,
Mhm.
it was just a couple of choices. And in a mode
Yeah.
like this, where obviously you need what 60 items to finish the 50 or 60 items to finish the game. Yeah, it makes a difference. So
Like with inverted as well. Like those decisions, they matter so much because
mm,
you go to an area and you sink time into that.
mhm,
Like there's no way to just do one quick check
yeah,
because there are none. There are a couple of groups of checks together that will take you minutes to do, and you just have to pick the right one.
yep, no, 100%.
And just hopefully get the right sequencing there and whatnot.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, at least AD kind of evens things out. It's
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would never want to play this mode without AD, but
Same.
um, yeah. So well, very cool, very cool. Well, glad we were able to get you guys in here. It's
Oh yeah.
kind of an impromptu restream, but hey,
And
technology works, yay. Um, so just to get an idea of where things stand now, thankfully you guys, your group, you got your schedule in early now. But this is your first match. Fierce, this was your
this is
second.
yes.
Yes,
And so Fierce, I'm looking. Okay, so
I
you
am.
lost your
I'm.
first.
Yeah, lost my first by like 6 minutes to Gem. That
Yeah,
kind of sucked,
so
but
you're 1-1.
this is very much needed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Humba, that was what? Humba was the final on that, like 3 minutes and change. Yeah, 3 minutes and change. So,
Yep.
as you guys are well aware, I know you both know the rules. You know how the tiebreakers work. So,
Yep.
let's see what else. What do you got here, Furious? Your third match is coming up on
Wednesday
Wednesday
night.
night. Mystery.
That's gonna be spicy.
Oh, I might try to get that one on. We have never done a mystery restream here.
Oh my god. I
Yeah,
hope that the settings are a shit show because that's just what makes mystery fun.
yeah, yeah. And then Humba, yours are, let's see, you've got also Wednesday, another
Yep.
one of these.
Another one of these.
Yep. And then that night, no, I'm sorry, that's the next night. So that'd be Thursday afternoon
Mhm.
is Champions Hunt with Gems. So
Yes. With? What do you mean with?
yes.
I'm not playing with Gem.
Well, okay. So that's very, very cool. But are you guys? How do you feel about the way of the mode variety on this one? I know that turned off a few people that declined their invites. I'm actually curious to get some insight on that.
I was afraid of spoilers showing up, especially in this group, because this group is very, very, you know, very good at spoiler, and I knew I would be dead if that showed up. So thank you, Humbugh, for
Yeah.
promising to veto that. But yeah, like other than that, like the variety modes is great. I don't like playing the same mode over and over again in a tournament. I think that just gets boring after a while. So I am very glad that all of the modes are available to to pick from and whatnot. And yeah, I think this is gonna be a blast.
Cool. How about what do you have to say on your side?
I enjoy it. I've been a strong proponent like towards grab bag since that started. I think that's an awesome thing, and this is just grab bag cubed basically. So I like it. I am truly sorry that I apparently bullied Jim into not choosing spoiler, and instead
You bullied them into choosing insanity.
somehow he thought a good replacement was insanity cross keys.
Yeah.
I don't know how the brain of that man works, but
I was surprised
that's
too.
just the gist of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was totally surprised too when he decided to veto what he vetoed. So
Yeah, when I saw there was a second insanity, I'm like, okay, I know I picked one. I think Humbug picked the other one, and when you vetoed
no.
insanity, I'm like, oh
Oh,
my
no,
god.
no.
yeah.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, dude. So I am so glad that Telethar was the one that got it. I think Telethar is the one that deserves it. Jim as well, but mostly Telethar. I think Telethar
Yeah,
is the one who deserves
people I'm over here, I'm like, I want to play insanity because I think that's the best chance I have to get out of this group. I didn't even get it.
Awesome. So, oh, they love it too if you're looking at chat. But fantastic, guys. Well, again, appreciate you guys getting the race on here. I will, yeah, we'll try to get more on during the week, and we'll see if we can get you guys on again later.
Yeah, thanks for putting this on. It's really appreciated.
Absolutely. So, yeah, again, thanks to both of you. And any closing words you want to drop on us before we call it a day?
No, just a huge shout out to you, Duncan, and getting on the restream. I hope you had fun calming.
Oh, yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, sweet. And GG's going forward. Furious?
Yeah, GG again. Good luck with your other matches.
Same.
Fantastic. All right, boys and girls, that is going to do it for us here. We are going to try to get another one on this afternoon or into the evening. I got to talk to a couple people first and see what we can set up, and we'll go from there. So, again, thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you guys later.